Insert intro. Hello and welcome to day 2 of my Pride Month art challenge. I forgot to mention in the first video, but I'm not just doing fictional characters for this challenge. I'm also going to be adding a couple YouTubers in here as well. As you can see by me drawing Katzune. They are an animator here on YouTube. I believe they have about 1 million subscribers. Let me just fact check that real quick. Yep, I was right. They have about 1 million subscribers right now. They also have a second channel called Katzune's Closet, where they talk about more like LGBTQ+ related issues, mainly trans and non-binary issues, which I think is really, really cool of them to do, because even in the LGBTQ+ community, not everybody is aware of the political issues that are for some reason surrounding people's gender identities. I never understood how something like an issue so human could be wrapped up so much in politics. If it doesn't concern you, then why are you bothered by an issue like something like this in the first place when it's not even a problem? It's somebody's gender identity. Everybody, to some degree, has one, whether you be cis, trans, identify as non-binary, it never really made sense to me to just have everything be surrounded by politics in one way or another. Anyway, non-binary. It is a term used to describe a gender identity which is outside the binary of man and woman. As is obvious by the name itself. Other terms as well can be included in non-binary, such as gender fluid, and things along those lines, but not everybody includes them together. I suppose it just depends on how they feel. I honestly don't have too much to say in regards to, gender identities, outside of the binary, I suppose you could say, because I myself am cis, and I feel like I don't really have a right to talk about them in such detail, not as much detail as Katzune does on their channel. So I don't really have much to say other than everyone here is valid, whether you be cis, trans, non-binary, anything in between or outside. Just be respectful towards one another and then call it a day, really, honestly. It just boggles my mind how some people just get so inside their own heads that they just don't have the ability to respect others. It just makes me so mad sometimes. Anyway, talking about Katzune. As I said, Katzune, they're a YouTuber on the platform. They mainly do animations, which, I love their art style so much, and honestly, they've improved so much over the years. I love how, geometric their style has become, all the sharp lines and edges. My style is usually more rounded and curved and, cartoony. So it's really nice to see something different every once in a while. I also love all the bright colors that they use. Again, I don't really do that a lot of the time. I tend to use more pastels unless I'm forced to use bright colors, which sometimes it turns out really nice, but most of the time I like gray colors. Gray colors, yes. I like tinted colors and pastels. So I just really love their art style. And honestly, Katzune, they are a really funny person, but they are also very knowledgeable when it comes to a lot of different issues like neurodiversity. Yeah, that's how you say it. Neurodiversity and trans and non-binary issues, obviously, because I mentioned their second channel, Katzune's Closet. I definitely recommend. I'll link both of them in the description, by the way. I know they talked about a Jubilee video, I believe, that was it was 3 cis women having a debate with 3 trans people, a trans man, a trans woman, and someone who's non-binary. So, it wasn't really trans activism, that video, and Katzune explains why in a very mature way, I would say. But they definitely get the point across. It's just a very good video. A lot of the videos on their second channel are very good. I definitely recommend to watch if you are like wanting to do research on these types of topics but don't know where to start. Like, YouTube, I feel like, is a very good place for that. I've definitely done a lot of research on YouTube for stuff like that. Like, I watched Jamie Dodger, I watched Sam Collins, I watched Thuman as, like, a white person who wants to support the Black Lives Matter movement, and I want to get into more Asian YouTubers as well ever since the Stop Asian Hate movement became a thing. Anyway, back to KatZoon. I remember they uploaded something about the recent trans bill that, like, people were debating about and speaking out against, where if a trans child wanted to, you know, socially transition and start puberty blockers and hormones, and the parents agreed to that, that would be considered child abuse and they could be taken away. Like, that's the most effing stupid thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I'm saying that as a cis person. Like, it's puberty blockers. They aren't harmful to anyone. They just, like, put pause on puberty, and then once you, like, stop taking them, I believe it's, like, a shot that you get, like, every so often to, like, prevent puberty from happening, as, like, what I read and heard, from Jamie Dodger specifically. And it's, like, if you were really supportive of children, and if you really wanted to speak out against child abuse, then you would be supporting trans youth instead of trying to, like, force them to be the gender that they aren't. It's just, it's so utterly ridiculous. Oh, I sound like Chloe. Utterly ridiculous. I'm sorry, I needed humor to, like, break that, because that got really serious really fast. It's just so ridiculous how some people are just so stuck in their heads that they can't really see the obvious solution that's right in front of them. And KatZoon, like, iterates that very, very well in their video. I think that was one of their most recent videos on KatZoon's Closet. There was also a video that they made where they reviewed, I believe, a video by Ariella Scarcella. I hope I'm saying that right. Where she talks about non-binary people, just, like, out of nowhere, it seemed, because I know, like, I think she mentioned that, like, people were asking her to make a video about non-binary people, but there really is no evidence to back that up. So KatZoon made a video reviewing her video about non-binary people as a non-binary person to, like, clear up any misinformation that was spread because of it. And yeah, KatZoon makes a lot of videos like that, and I believe they come from their Twitch channel. I'll see if I can find that and link it in the description as well. So anyway, I've been talking for way too long. I'm over recording time. So yeah, check out KatZoon on YouTube and on Twitch. They're a really amazing YouTuber, honestly, and they're one of the people who got me into animation and, like, you know, the idea of animating and having a YouTube channel based on my art. So thank you for that, and thank you, the viewer, for listening to this. I'm already going over time. Insert outro. Happy Pride Month.